Hey guys, what is up? So I haven't posted a video on YouTube in quite some time. I'm going to be trying my best to see how I can take a little extra and put a little extra effort into this video. I'm doing a slightly new style. So the topic of today's video is sneaky ways the dealer induces traders to go the wrong way. Now we need to focus first and foremost on that keyword, induce or induction. Now, Google's definition of the word induction is the process or action of bringing about or giving rise to something. So, what I mean by sneaky ways the dealer induces traders to go the wrong way. The dealer wants to give rise to a specific action. Now, let's think about, before I show you anything on this chart, let's think about ways the dealer might give rise to something. If we think back about our inception as traders, the first one or the very first concepts you learn is what? Buy support, sell resistance, right? Buy low, sell high. Now, the dealer knows, the dealer is aware that many people fall for this all the time, right? They are of the assumption that the more price hits a specific area, obviously it gets stronger, which in actuality, that doesn't make a lot of sense. If you're hitting a wall in the same place repeatedly, the wall doesn't get stronger, it gets weaker, and eventually it breaks through, right? So what the dealer does is he knows that the masses will be induced to buy on quote-unquote support levels. Now, I want to showcase a few areas right here that I feel would be heavily induced, right? Or the dealer might try to heavily induce traders. This is an area. And then this is an area. So let me highlight these areas. First and foremost, I will highlight here. I will highlight this. 1, 2, I can say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. What do these things all have in common? All of these things here, all of these highlighted areas are areas in which I believe the dealer will be inducing buyers. Now, what is the significance of this one? Think about this. Now, in order to get a good understanding of what I'm trying to show you here, you're not going to see it on this time frame. At least I don't believe so. All right? I can see it, but I don't think everybody will see it on this time frame. On the 15-minute time frame, it just looks like price is broken out, and many traders will think that is a sell. And then it just goes back up, making them believe that, you know what, that's a fake out. And that is strengthened by the fact that when you go on to say the daily time frame, like this, that is further strengthened by the big wick. All right? Many traders, many retail traders in particular, believe that, just going on the higher time frame and looking for wicks is enough. So let me explain. This here is a fake out to the downside, and then we have buyers being induced here. Why do I think that being the case, I still believe it's a sell? Why? Because if we pay attention back on the daily time frame, if you look at that wick has liquidity trapped in it. Because we know that there'll be people buying in this area and their stop losses will be below that. Anywhere there are people buying, their stop losses below. That's what the retail traders learn. That is exactly what's going to happen. Now, remember I said the more times price hits an area, what a lot of retail traders believe is that it gets stronger. So it hits this area multiple times, it's going to go up. All right? That doesn't make sense. If you hit a wall 5, 6 times, eventually it's going to get weaker. And if you can hit it hard enough, it will get so weak that it will break, it will crumble, right? That being the case, there was a really hard hit to this wall that is this support zone. You know what that hard hit was? Fomc. Now, Fomc happened right here. Right, 3 p.m. my time. Right here, we'll make this yellow. Right, 3 p.m. my time. I make it orange. So this was actually a really hard hit. So let's see what happened. Right, all here, retail traders, the masses are still being induced to buy, induced to buy, induced to buy. Watch, all here, the masses are still being induced to buy, showing big wicks to the downside, and then that's the end of that. In fact, anybody who bought anywhere in here, anytime throughout the last 6 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 6 days. And had their stop losses below this zone in any week would be stopped out. Now, let's talk about something even more interesting. The dealer then presented a new possible setup. He started to accumulate the market right here. Why is this significant? Because in accumulating the market right here, people are now looking at, again, more potential for buys. We all know the traders. I think even you listening to this probably might have done this in the past. We've all done this where you feel as though you've gotten the wrong timing. You know you have the direction correct, but you got the timing wrong. You know what you do? You continue to place buys as it's going down. The dealer has to show you what you think you want to see. So he has to show you the buy. Now, where do I think it is going? He's going to show you the buy, but he has to show you the buy up to a specific area so that he can continue his sell. We have to look for an area where the dealer is going to target a logical area. And a logical area, in my opinion, would be the lows. The lows of these wicks. The lows of these candles, sorry. So, this zone, you can easily move it up to, say, like there. Easily. Alright? And you drag this out, and we monitor it. So now what I'm thinking is one of a few scenarios. You have scenario A, where it's going to come possibly right here, and then drop. Maybe. Or scenario B, it comes here. So that looks like this, where it's going to tap, drop. Or break out higher, tap, and then drop. Interestingly enough, I believe the former happened. Oh, sorry, the latter. The latter happened. Interestingly enough, if you pay attention, the drop that came after the fact was absolutely disgusting. Anybody, again, who is buying here, the dealer is now actively, as of the time of this recording, the dealer is actively targeting their stops. Because guess what? Anybody who's buying in here, the dealer is going to target below it. So I really hope that at the end of this entire video, you try to give a little more understanding of what the dealer's goal is. The dealer's goal is to take liquidity. That's it. That's literally it. His goal is to literally capitalize on every last drop of money there is in the market. And the only way you can do that is by inducing you to do the wrong thing. Show you what you think you want to see, and then do the exact opposite. Have a great day, guys. See you all very, very soon.